Have you ever wanted to change the color of a shirt, a car, or any part of an image in Photoshop without affecting everything else? Today I'm going to show you how to change a specific color to another by using a hue and saturation adjustment layer and layer masks. By using adjustment layers, this method is non-destructive and it allows you to change colors as many times as you'd like. You can tweak the settings to get any shade or any color. This is also one more way to get familiar and comfortable with adjustment layers and layer masks in general. So here's our image. Let's say we want to change this car to red. The key here is we want to change the car, but not the trees, not the line in the street, only the car. So we need to target the color of the car and also target the car itself. The safest way to do that is with adjustment layers and have a mask applied to that adjustment layer. The adjustment layer we're going to use will be the hue and saturation adjustment layer. The first thing we want to do is select the area of the image we want to affect. In this case, it's the car, so we would take the Object Select tool over here in the Tools palette, click on it, and then because the car is the subject of this image, we can just click the Select Subject button that appears in the taskbar. Once you click that, it will select what it thinks the subject is, and in this case it's correct. And now we can add our hue and saturation adjustment layer by going to the Layers palette and clicking on the Adjustment Layers button. Just click on Hue and Saturation, and by doing it this way, making the selection first, it will apply this selection to the layer mask automatically for us. As you can see here, it has already applied the black and the white sections to where we wanted them. Now that we have applied our hue and saturation layer, we want to pick the color that we want to change. In this case, it's the orange. You want to go to the hue and saturation palette, and these colors across the top are the colors that we can affect. Now, there's no orange here, but what you want to do is pick the color that's closest to it. In this case, we'll pick the yellow. After clicking the yellow, you want to come down to the eyedroppers and pick the first one so we can select a color range. So by selecting the eyedropper, we're going to pick the orange out of the car. And you just want to pick one of the neutral. You don't want to pick the dark one or the super light one. Just pick one of the ones in the middle. Just click it once, and you can see it will change your yellow circle to the color that you chose. Now that you've picked a color range, we want to adjust that color. For hue and saturation adjustments, just remember that the hue slider shifts the color, the saturation controls the intensity of the color, and the lightness slider controls the brightness. So in this case, we want to control the color. We want to shift the color from one color to another. So just grab the top slider, and we want to change the car to red. So we'll just slide this to red. And there you go. The car is red. And nothing else changed because of our layer mask. And you can see my eyedropper is still picked. A lot of times when you end up on a tool, I'm still picked here. Anytime you want to go back to your normal move tool, just click V on your keyboard to go to the move tool. A lot of times if you're having problems when you click, if something weird happens, it could be because you're not on the move tool. So just get in the habit of clicking V and going to the move tool, which is the top left default tool. Next, let's change the trees to green. They're a little bit yellow and orange right now, so we'll do the same thing, except this time when we pick the Object Select tool, we can't click on Select Subject because that's the car and we know it. If we just roll over here, sometimes it will make a selection that it thinks you want, but you can see that it's kind of broken up. A good way to do it is to just drag, click and hold and drag around what you want. So we've covered the left side by the stone wall and then down to the top of the street and then let go. And you can see that it knows that this is a separate part and it will automatically deselect the car for you. And anytime if your selection is not as good as you want, you can go to the toolbar, click on the lasso tool, zoom in, and here, if you hold the shift key, you can see my cursor adds a little plus symbol. That means you're going to add to the selection. So just press and hold the shift key and then draw what you want to add to the selection and let go. And you can do the same thing if something is selected and you don't want it selected. If you hold the Alt or Option key, you can see on your cursor that there will be a minus sign, and that is so you can subtract from the mask. Having a good mask is important because you're making color changes and you don't want things to be the wrong color. It's okay to take a little extra time, get your mask right. It will pay off in the long run. Once you have your mask how you want it, we'll go back to the layers palette, click on the adjustment layer button, choose hue and saturation again, and the mask is applied for you. And then we do the same thing again. We know this is yellow and orange, so we pick the yellow button at the top. Then we click the eyedropper icon to pick a color in the range that we're looking for. So just pick one of the yellows or oranges. And then you can change your top slider, the hue slider, because we're changing color. And you just slide it to the green section. And you can see how quickly and easily you can change colors. You can turn these on and off by clicking on the eyeball. You can turn them off individually, or another neat trick is if you hold the Alt or Option key and select your original image and click the eyeball, it will turn everything off except for the one you click. So click it again and it'll turn everything back on for you. So that's a good way to see your before and after if you have a lot of layers. That's very helpful. This is 2 examples of how to adjust color using one slider. All we used was the hue slider. What if the color you want to change to isn't in the hue section? It changes a lot of colors, but not every color is represented. What if you wanted to change this to a pink car? There is no pink. There's magenta, but that's not pink. So what do you do? To get this car pink, you would need to adjust the saturation and lightness sliders as necessary. So we'll just take the saturation down, bring up the lightness a little bit, and as you can see, the car is pink. And you can adjust the darkness of the pink. You can have a really light pink or a dark pink just by adjusting saturation and the lightness. So the hue will set your color base, and then you can fine tune with the saturation and lightness sliders. And now we have our before and our after. There are a couple of things to remember when doing this. Be careful not to oversaturate the new color. Sometimes it can blow out and look really bad. Don't forget to use masks. They are super powerful for this. They are really important. They make everything much cleaner. Make sure to use adjustment layers when doing this because you can also make changes here without doing an adjustment layer, but then you're making permanent changes if you do it here. Adjustment layers are non-destructive and can be changed as much as you'd like. And just remember, subtle adjustments, be careful not to overdo it. As you can see, once you know the steps, changing colors can be super easy. I hope that helped, and I'll see you next time.